In the sun-drenched lands of Paldea, where a great crater scars the earth and endless oceans hug the cliffs, life has bloomed in vibrant, paradoxical forms. Here, the boundary between the ancient past and the distant future blurs into one. Today, we explore the complete Paldea Pokedex. Sprigatito needs the soft earth with scented pores, its fur absorbing the warm sunlight. Florigato tests the weight of its flower bud, swinging it gently on a vine hidden within its fur. Meowscarada stands amidst falling petals, its masked gaze hiding the trick behind its floating blooms. Fuecoco lies on a heated rock, the heat-absorbing scales on its belly radiating a soft warmth. Crocala balances a fiery nest on its head, practicing its voice as sparks fly upward. Skeledirge moves slowly with heavy grace, the fiery bird on its snout singing a haunting melody. Quaxley preens its glossy feathers by the stream, ensuring not a single hair is out of place. Quaxwell practices swift kicks in the shallows, the water rushing around its focused stance. Quackaval dances with the tide, its water feathers fanning out like a vibrant carnival display. Lechonk roots through fallen leaves, its nose twitching at the scent of wild berries. Oinkalone struts proudly through the meadow, leaving a lingering, musky fragrance in the air. Tarantula rolls into a ball of white silk, drifting silently across the forest floor. Spidops clings to a high branch, weaving an invisible trap with patient precision. Nimble crouches on a blade of grass, legs tensed for a sudden leap. Lowkicks enters its showdown mode, armored legs extended for a calculated strike. Pawmi rubs its cheeks nervously, generating static electricity in its paws. Pawmo stands on hind legs, ready to pass a shocking charge. Pawmot breathes life into the weary, its fluffy fur bristling with revived energy. Tandemouse moves in perfect unison, never straying far from its partner. Mousehold gathers as a family unit, protecting the heavy nest with coordinated strikes. Fidave rests in the midday sun, its yeasty skin rising in the warmth. Daxbun trots with a golden brown coat, smelling of fresh baked bread. Smoliv drips nutritious oil, sitting perfectly still to conserve energy. Dolive shares its oil with weary travelers, soaking up the sun's rays. Arboliva stands as a guardian of the forest, its branches heavy with healing olives. Squawkabilly gathers in noisy flocks atop city roofs, their pompadours signaling their status. Knackly crystallizes near rock salts, its body eroding and rebuilding with the wind. Knucklestack sprays salt pellets to deter predators, its geometric body shifting. Garganackle looms over the canyons, its salt-cured body healing those who touch it. Charcadet wanders seeking a warrior's armor, its fire burning with resolve. Armarouge adjusts its heavy pauldrons, psychic fire blasting from its cannon arms. Cerulege sharpens its spectral blades, vanishing into shadows to strike. Tadbulb floats near damp riverbanks, blinking its belly light in rhythm. Bellabolt expands and contracts its elastic body, generating charge from its false belly eyes. Wattrel catches the coastal breeze, bones filled with wind to generate power. Killer Wattrel inflates its throat sac, soaring high to unleash stored lightning. Mashif scowls to hide its gentle nature, jaw strong enough to crush rock. Mabostiff rests its heavy head on its paws, guarding its family with silent loyalty. Shroodle marks its territory with toxic saliva, scurrying into the brush. Graphii paints intricate patterns on trees, its poisonous fingers creating abstract warnings. Bramblin tumbles with the wind, rolling endlessly across arid plains. Bramblehast opens its thorny branches, trapping prey within its windblown cage. Toadscruel runs awkwardly across the forest floor, its flaps bouncing with each step. Toadscruel creates mushroom colonies, its tentacles sensing vibrations in the earth. Clauf hangs upside down from sheer cliffs, waiting for unsuspecting prey to pass below. Capsicid bathes in the sun, its spicy teeth ready to bite. Scovillain argues with its two heads, turning the surrounding air hot with pepper extract. Rella rolls a mud ball with dedication, valuing it more than its own life. Rabska floats meditatively, using psychic power to rotate its precious sphere. Flittle runs frantically across the barren wastes, levitating slightly with psychic energy. Espathra glares with intense eyes, its colourful frills stunning those who look too close. Tinkatink drags its scrap metal hammer, searching for iron to forge. Tinkertuff tests its upgraded weapon against rocks, sparks flying. Tinkaton aims its massive hammer at the sky, daring any metal bird to fly overhead. Wiglet pokes its head from the sand, retreating instantly at the slightest sound. Wog Trio emerges from its burrow, three heads coordinating to encircle prey. Bombardier flies with a heavy apron, dropping items to listen for the loud crash. Finazon plays in the ocean waves, its water ring pulsing. Palafin transforms in a burst of mist, its hero form revealing pure muscle and power. Varoom clings to magnetic rocks, revving its engine-like body. Revavroom races across the wasteland, tongue lolling out as it emits exhaust. Cyclizar sprints alongside humans, its sleek form built for harmonious travel. Orthworm rustles beneath the desert's steel-rich soil, its metallic body undisturbed. Glimmet clings to cave walls like a toxic flower, dropping poisonous crystals. Glimora blooms with lethal beauty, petals made of hardened energy. Grievard hides underground with only its candle lit, waiting for a playmate. Houndstone rises from the earth, a skeletal tombstone marking its eternal loyalty. Flamigo stands on one leg in the marshes, its bright pink feathers perfectly synchronized with the flock. Setodel trudges through deep snow, sensing ice with its horn. Setitan relies on thick blubber to withstand sub-zero blizzards, its mouth frozen in a permanent grin. Veluza sheds its own flesh to boost agility, swimming like a torpedo. Dondozo lies in wait at the lake bottom, pretending to be a simple giant. Tatsugiri hides inside the giant's mouth, a small commander directing the battle. Annihilate transcends its physical limits through sheer rage, its fists moving with ghostly force. Clodsire lies happily in the mud, poisonous spikes popping out only when threatened. Faragiraf merges its tail and head, its psychic hood protecting its thoughts. Dudansparce uses its hyperdrill to burrow deep, its extra segment adding length to its mystery. King Ambit sits upon a throne of hair, commanding its army with unshakable stoicism. Great Tusk turns the earth with titanic force, looking like a relic of a savage age. Scream Tail floats with a primal cry, its long hair trailing like a comet. Brute Bonnet resembles a mossy mushroom, lurking in ancient shade. Fluttermane chants in the dark, floating feathers glowing with ghostly light. Slitherwing crawls heavily on the ground, standing as a volcanic moth of the past. Sandy Shocks walks with an unnatural gait, iron filings standing on end. Iron Treads rolls like a metallic wheel, leaving chrome tracks in the dust. Iron Bundle separates its head on the water, computing ice trajectories. Iron Hands hovers its palms, a cyborg sumo wrestler ready to push. Iron Juggler scans the skies with LED eyes, three heads tracking targets. Iron Moth hovers silently, its wings acting as solar satellites. Iron Thorns resembles a mechanical tyrant, neon spikes crackling with power. Iron Valiant stands with dual blades, a synthesis of warrior and guardian. Frigibax turns upside down to absorb heat, its dorsal fin chilling the air. Arctibax freezes the surrounding air to sharpen its ice spine. Baxcalibur launches itself forward, an icy dragon breathing absolute zero. Gimmighoul hides within a chest, whispering to those who pass. Goldengo surfs on a tide of coins, its golden body gleaming with wealth. Wo-Chien wraps itself in withered leaves, draining the life from the ground. Jianpao plays in the snow, its sword fangs bringing ruinous winter. Tinglu slowly lowers its heavy bowl, causing tremors in the earth. Chiyu swims through molten lava, beads of envy glowing in the heat. Roaring Moon spreads its crescent wings, a savage dragon from a brutal timeline. Koraidon stands atop the highest peak, its feathery antennae catching the ancient wind. Miraidon hovers with jet engines, electric trails marking the future path. Walking Wake stands on the water's surface, a prehistoric beast calm as the lake. Iron Leaves cuts through the forest with metallic precision, a synthesis of nature and machine. Diplin pokes two heads out of a syrup-covered apple, moving with sticky grace. Poltergeist stirs its matcha content, haunting old tea houses. Arcaludon bridges the gap between storms, charging static energy. Hydrapple coordinates its many heads, 7 serpents living in one fruit. Gouging Fire roars with a heated crest, a dinosaur of burning legend. Raging Bolt stretches its long neck, thunderclouds gathering around its mane. Iron Boulder charges with laser horns, a terrestrial tank of the future. Iron Crown slices steel with its cobalt blades, regal and cold. Terapagos sleeps in crystal form, its shell containing every elemental type. Pesharunt offers a toxic mochi, its shell closing tight to control the puppet strings. Paldea fades into the shimmering horizon. Yet the cycle of discovery never ends. A new region waits beyond the mist. Legends reborn, types reimagined, and adventures yet to be written. See you on our next adventure!